Jesus. Here's $1,000 vow. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. You say you want to make a $500 vow? Then do it. Then do it. If that takes faith for you, do it. You want to make a $100 vow or two? If that takes faith, see, I like 1,000 because I know I got you.
Yeah, boy.
What up? It's your boy Murray again. Dude, DSP, he's doing some amazing things right now. In today's video, we're just gonna look at this fool like legitly just like be an old man and not know how to use a computer. But low-key, it feels like it devolves into him trying to like set the grounds up to like try to beg for a new PC. And then he's gonna try to kind of cover his ass like, oh, I'm not doing this because I know how it goes. Like, people will do this to me and blah blah blah. So I don't know. If you like it, please like and subscribe, and let's get into it, my friends.
All the tech stuff around me is having issues. OBS in particular, which is the program that I use to capture and stream open broadcast software, after 5 freaking years, okay? 5 years of using exactly the same setup, and I'm not exaggerating either. Like, basically in late 2017.
And this is literally what we're trying to tell you, Phil. Like, the whole internet moves day by day. The trends change. The way, like, content creators make content changes, like, all the time. But you refuse to change. 5 years, bro? You know how much the content on YouTube has changed? Like, in 5 years? Shows you how clueless he is. Like, he literally doesn't know how to make content at all. It's fucking sorry.
Are basically malfunctioning and not working properly, okay? We'll talk about the specifics in a few minutes. I want to cover some other stuff first before we get to this subject. But that is really the matter right now, because it was kind of like yesterday was a bittersweet day, and here's why. 2 days ago, I appealed to all of you. I said, guys, things are not going so well for me right now. Things are financially tight, which they are right now, really financially tight. And because I had a series of 2 weeks where support on the streams, in particular tips, were quite low, mostly because, number one, there's no new releases right now to bring people to the streams outside of my core fan base, and number two, because I received gifted memberships on YouTube, which, you know, prompted people to do that. But then as they gifted the memberships, tips dried up, and that's not good because I rely on tips to basically do day-to-day stuff, pay bills, go grocery shopping. You know, daily costs are paid for all by tips, and I haven't really recovered since a year ago when I used to be a full-time streamer on Twitch and had, you know, over 900 subs, had tons of cheers coming in.
Ooh, let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
I've been using OBS Studio 21. And for the most part, the only issue I really ever have with OBS, I take it back, there's 2 issues. Issue number 1 is that sometimes my microphone dies. And I don't know why that happens. It could be an OBS issue. It could be like a configuration issue with the microphone driver with OBS or something. I don't know. But when it dies, usually all I have to do, shut down OBS, open it again, and now the microphone works again. And it doesn't happen all the time. It happens every once in a while, but it's not super often that this happens, okay? The other issue that happens is, as I told you guys, is the CPU tends to get really high use and or max out when I'm doing very high action games. Right now, just with this webcam on the screen and absolutely nothing else, it's using 47% of my CPU. So now, when I shrink this webcam to 480p and I play a video game, my CPU is typically used upwards of 70 to 80%, and then when I get to a high action game with all first person and a lot of stuff going on, it could hit 100, and then all of a sudden, frame drops, choppiness, you know, all kinds of issues. All right, so I don't know if that's a result of OBS or not. I'm just telling you what I see in OBS when I.
Dude, he's full of shit. In this clip, I'm literally playing Halo while recording on OBS, the same program he's bitching about. And I have Internet Explorer open, 72%. He's full of it. In this clip, I'm running around 80, is jumping up and down. That's because the game's loading. Like, it's always gonna top around like 90%, even 100 sometimes. He doesn't know shit about computers, dude.
I've been resistant to updating OBS over the years. Why? I had history with Windows. I had history with other programs in the past that sadly, when these companies attempt to improve them, a lot of the times they screw shit up and scale them back. Maybe for good intentions, but a lot of the times there may be a feature or there may be something that you found incredibly useful and they removed it or changed it over the years. Case in point, today you may have noticed something. But that's exactly what they did. They scaled it back. So now I can't have any animations on my pre-stream slideshow. If I do, well, here's what happens. There's this unseen limit. And once the program hits that limit, it just stops showing new stuff. So for example, if I have 20 pictures and out of those 20 pictures, 5 are animations, it'll play 1 animation, 2 pictures to fix it besides a clean reinstall. But a clean reinstall could mean, number 1, a lot of time. Number 2, issues. Just clean reinstalling it. Maybe my setup won't work. Now from scratch, I have to reset up all my shit again, right? Here's the thing. Maybe one day I'll have some extra time and I'll fuck around with this. Right now, I'll be honest with you guys. You know, I stream all day long. You know this. I'm here 10:45 in the morning. My stream goes on. I'm setting it up.
Full of shit, bro. Once again, I have to sit here and go, DSP, you don't have a legit reason. Like, you know, I'm a low tier, you know, YouTuber, don't make money from this, but it's like I could put myself in his shoes. I have to be at work at like 8 or 9 on some days, and I work till 4. Look at this video now, like, yeah, it's later than I would like, you know, it to be out, but like, still, I put in the work and the time to edit it, to, you know, do what I need to do to have the video out, because I actually care about my audience and stuff. That's what I mean. You don't care. Like, DSP wants the easiest amount of money for the least amount of work. Please don't let this man, like, fool you for a second.
Time. So that being said, would it make sense for me to start doing a series of fundraisers to raise funds to buy a new PC and a new setup when I am barely getting by paying my basic shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, exactly what happened last week with the gifted memberships would just happen exponentially. So likely if I did a special fundraiser and I said, hey, let's go ahead and let's raise the funds. And let's say I did 3 fundraisers, 3 fundraising specials over the course of a month and a half. They're all successful. Great. Here's exactly what would happen. All other support would dry up. Just what happened last week. Last week, I got gifted memberships on the channel. People came out in droves, gifted the crap out of memberships on the channel. We went from 380 to 500 within 2 days. Wow, that's great. That's going to all help me, you know, long term when I finally make profit on that stuff. I can't have my contributions via tips dry up. That's how I pay for everything. And for a week and a half already, it was very slow. Yesterday, we had a good day. Hopefully, we can keep that momentum going. If I start getting slow days again, right back to square one, you see? Now imagine I'm asking my viewing audience to support me upgrading my equipment, and I do a series of events to raise funds for it. Great. But now they're not going to also be able to contribute to the normal stuff, right? But then I can't, then I'm screwed. I'm shooting myself in the foot. You see what I'm saying? The last thing I would want to do is be dishonest with you guys and say, I'm doing a special event.
Bro, don't let this motherfucker fool you right now. I already know his game because he's been doing this for years. He's like trying to appeal to new viewers of his channel pretty much, like, and people that don't know him as a person. Like, you sitting there, oh yeah, I don't feel like I could be honest. It's like, bro, you've lied to everyone, your audience, people that don't know you so many fucking times, dog. It's like, I see right through it. He's trying to lay this, he's pretty much like a politician would. He's trying to get ahead of the fucking news. He's trying to get ahead of the detractors and what we're saying. So, you know what I mean? He has a better footing to make money on. So, you know, that's what I'm trying to point out right now. Don't miss it. Don't miss the signs. He shifts his eyes back and forth. He rocks back and forth. All his money, he's just steady focused on money. And that's why he's even doing react events. You know what I mean? Because he's sitting here like, fuck. Like, just me playing the lamest fucking games, just staring at the screen isn't doing anything anymore. Alright?
Like that. I mean, my number one priority would be getting a PC that's better for what I'm already doing. Meaning, upgrading my capture device, upgrading my capabilities of my webcam, making it so that I can do silky smooth 1080p 60 frames per second video without frame drops and without my CPU maxing out, right? That would be the priority. And then anything on top of that, like, oh, by the way, you know, this is great. Let's also play games on this thing because it can handle it. That would be a nice added thing, you see. Okay.
Like, there you go. That's like all that, like, that's all I really need to show you. Like, he's pretty much laying the groundwork so he can, like, try to scam the most money he can out of the most people he can so he could get a new PC. Like, bro, he's lazy. He's been using his money on WWE champions and other gacha games or crack or whatever the fuck Phil does. Because it's like, bro, how do you make this much? Like, you make a lot of money. How is it just all gone? Like, every day's a reset for you to just beg for money. And now you're actually, oh, I need a new PC. Like, out of nowhere. Yeah, you have all these issues. Dude, I have a PC. Like, this is how you know he doesn't even know about computers. Like, bro, everything isn't about your CPU when you're recording or streaming. Some of it's your goddamn GPU, your graphics card. So how about you just, like, update that? But, you know, Phil's stupid and old, so he's sitting here like, I need a whole new computer, and he's gonna scam it out of you. So, you know, that's why I'm here. That's why a lot of us are here. Because it's just egregious and it's gross and sick how Phil just, like, unashamedly and unabashedly just, like, begs for tips. Like, how the fuck is it my responsibility or yours to make sure this fucker could get, like, a Big Mac on his day off with his wife? Like, you better tell Kat to get to stripping or something, you know? But alright, I'm done for tonight. I appreciate all the recent support, guys. Like, it brought a tear to my eye. And please like and subscribe. Let's comment. Let's make fun of our boy Dave, old DSP, in the comments. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace.